Thanks for coming in. Is it because we've been pestering you to come and see us?
Yeah. Basically, you said I had to come and see you before you could issue me a sick note.
Yeah, because I want to see you, catch up with you and see how you are. Yeah.
Well, I'm not too bad, to be honest. I'm still like a little bit depressed and I'm not getting no help from nowhere. And like my Crohn's disease is still the same, but I ain't getting no help because I can't take tablets. So it's not getting no better for me.
Okay, so talk me through not being able to take tablets.
I went in hospital, I had pneumonia, like I never took tablets before that, and they tried crushing them up, everything, and I just kept throwing them back out, just won't go down. Like, it's just a thought of it.
It's a psychological thing.
Yeah, I don't know why as soon as it goes in my mouth, I just throw it back out. Like, I got so bad they had to like operate on me to get the fluid out of me. I had to use like a drill to drain to like my lung and take the fluid out that way.
Okay. So this is having a big effect on you then? You're not getting better because of it?
Yeah, no.
So tell me how your Crohn's disease is, as you're not having any medication.
Well, that's quite bad, to be honest with you. I go to the toilet like a few times a day.
Uh-huh.
And when I got to go, I literally have to go.
What, it's stand back, I'm coming through?
Yeah, like if anyone's in there, they got to get out.
Okay. And is it loose?
It's never been like so, there's always been like water.
Okay.
And it stinks.
Yeah, okay. And any tummy pain or?
No, not really.
Okay. And how's your weight?
Before I had the operation, I used to be like 16 stone, I used to be pretty big. And I went down to like a stick.
And can you tell me about your diet? I mean, do you have to watch what you eat, or can you?
No, I don't. I can't eat dairy products or anything like that.
Okay.
I've been told that much, but I haven't been told nothing further than that.
Have you seen a dietitian?
No.
Right, okay. Would you like to?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Okay. And then you said about your mood.
Been an ongoing problem, and like, I don't have any motivation to do anything. Even like when it comes to having a conversation with someone, like, I find it hard sometimes. I don't know what to say in there.
Okay.
I've just gone really low esteem, I suppose.
Do you feel bad about yourself?
I do sometimes, like I get like bad thoughts about myself, but
Okay.
not all the time.
Okay. What are these bad thoughts about yourself?
I don't know, just like feel like not wanted and stuff like that.
Like not wanted?
Yeah, like things like that.
Do you feel like hurting yourself?
I did once, like I cut my arm there,
Uh-huh.
but that was about 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. So nothing recent.
No,
and
nothing recent.
any thoughts about committing suicide?
No,
Okay. Do you drink alcohol?
sometimes,
Okay.
but not all the time.
So how often do you go out for a drink?
Well, I've been out for about 2 months.
Okay. Do you smoke?
Cigarettes, yeah.
How many?
About 10 a day, 11. I'd love to stop because it's so expensive, and
Yeah.
but every time I try, I get 2-3 hours into it, then I have to start smoking again.
What? Okay. Would you like some help with that?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. So I arrange you to see our smoking cessation clinic here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. And do you use any illicit drugs, cannabis or anything
No.
else? No.
No.
Okay. Right.
I couldn't afford it.
Okay. On the scales. No. Okay, that's 75.
How much is 75?
That is about 11 3/4.
For a day, a lot, is it?
So I'm much, as a doctor, for your height, happier with you being 11.5 stone than 16 stone.
Yeah.
And then I wonder about getting you to go and see talking therapies to look at your depression.
Yeah, they were going to send me to that.
But also to see if we can help with this not being able to take medication issue.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
Okay, so that's 4 things. Dietitian, smoking,
Yeah.
talking therapies, and gastroenterology. So, okay, Michael?
Yeah.
You can read my scribble. Okay, thanks for coming in. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, how are you?
Right, the thing is, I'm really, really depressed.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's my health or what,
Okay.
what it is.
Okay. What do you mean depressed? Like, what do you mean? How do you feel?
Like, every day I don't want to get up.
Yeah.
Things like that,
Yeah.
I know something's wrong with me, but
Yeah.
I don't know what.
How long have you been feeling like that for?
For a long time, about 3 or 4 weeks, and I don't know what to do. I was, narrowing it down where it's coming from.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with the house. It's nothing
Okay.
to do with my family, my
Okay.
husband, nothing.
So home life is good in that sense?
Yes, it's brilliant. And there's a wedding coming on and everything, and I just wanted to see if this could be,
Health related?
yeah.
Was there something specific that you're worried about? Any particular problems or any other physical symptoms or anything?
Yeah, because sometimes I get a headache or I feel dizzy.
Okay.
And that's what made me think it must be
When do you get the headaches and dizziness?
when I get really stressed. And when I get stressed, my head feels like it's going to break.
Yeah.
That's how stressed I get.
So does that tend to happen more when you're at work, or is it like in the evenings when you're at home just before bed, or how does that work?
think it's generally at work. So thinking maybe could it be me physically
Yeah.
ill?
Yeah. So we can definitely have a look at that.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you a few quick questions. Though.
Okay.
Do you ever have thoughts of sort of hurting yourself or thoughts of being better off dead or anything like that?
No, sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do it.
What kind of thoughts?
I know I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm a coward.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel maybe everybody's better off if I'm not here.
Have you ever tried doing anything like to hurt yourself?
No,
No. No.
I never go that way.
And family-wise, you got kids at home or?
Yeah, kids, everything's brilliant. We all live together.
So do you find that stressful or do you?
No.
No, enjoying it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like it is more to do with the stress and the psychological kind of element, you know? It sounds like maybe the depression side of things might be true. But I don't mind looking at sort of whether there are other physical things, so we can do things like blood tests and we can check that there's not something like thyroid or diabetes or anemia, that kind of stuff.
Maybe it could be physical
Yeah.
that I'm feeling like this.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we start with doing some blood tests?
Okay.
I'll book you a follow-up with one of us, okay, to kind of talk through the blood test and then maybe talk more about dealing with how you're feeling rather than physical stuff, as long as that all looks okay.
Now, do I need to have a rest from work, do you think?
Yeah, possibly. So if work is the main stressor, then I don't mind, yeah. How long do you think you need off?
Maybe just 2 weeks, just to get...
Yeah, sure. Just to get your head straight. Do you think you need something like counselling?
I don't think it's anything like that. Just I think it's just pressure, you know. And it's getting to me too much.
Okay. I'll do the note for work.
Okay.
I'll give you an appointment to come back and see one of us.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. Take care. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. See ya.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
How are you?
I can't take this anxiety anymore.
Go on.
Just this constant feeling of doom and just... My chest feels really tight. And those pills, I was hoping that they would help, but...
What's made things so bad?
There's nothing that's triggered it, it's just... I don't know. It's horrible because I'm constantly feeling like jittery and when you asked before if I had suicidal thoughts and stuff, I said no because I didn't want anyone to think that I'm some nutcase, you know. But I used to self-harm and stuff. Yeah.
Have you done anything recently?
No, I haven't done anything in a while.
So what sort of thoughts are you getting?
Just... I just feel like if I wasn't here alive, things would just go on smoothly and there would be no problems.
Don't feel so hard on yourself. You've done a great thing by looking after your mum. You are doing a great thing. And what about in terms of supporting you and with everything you have to do?
There's nothing I can say or pinpoint that says, okay, that's what's causing my anxiety or, you know.
It's just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So you're going through a bit of a tough time. But it will get better. If you want it to. You want it to get better?
Well, of course I do.
Okay.
But
So you don't think talking to anyone will help? So I take it you didn't call talking therapies? Okay. So what we're going to do about your medication?
I don't know.
Sometimes there's another medication that we can use, which doesn't really help with what's going on up here in your brain, in your head, but can help with the physical effects. So that actually just calms things down a little bit, so you don't feel so heightened anymore. And we can actually give it in conjunction with the fluoxetine. Do you want to give that a go?
I'm willing to try anything at this point.
Will you come back and see me in a few weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't seen you in a long time. You've not touched base. I'm going to ask you again. Got any plans to do anything silly?
No.
Okay. Do you need some more fluoxetine?
No, I'm fine with that.
So I'm going to ask you to take 3 every day, and then I've updated your records so the next time that you ask for one, you can have some more, okay? I want to see you back in a couple of weeks. So don't worry. We're going to be all right. You're going to get through this, and you're going to start feeling better soon.
I've heard that so many times.
Okay, let me rephrase that. If you want to get better and you want to start feeling better, then you will. It's just going to take a bit of time, okay? So keep talking to me.
Okay.
No more going off. All right?
Thank you very much.
Take care. Antidepressants work for some people and don't work for others. Given the right support, given the right psychotherapy and positive enforcement and encouragement, people can recover.
So, we spoke on the phone, and I think you saw Dr. Kochar, didn't you?
I did.
A week or 2 ago? So, feeling very tired.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've since caught some stupid cold.
Right,
Which
okay.
I suppose I'd expect. Because what basically happened is trying to be a carer and work in Reading out of Slough, 30 miles there and back, and working in mental health NHS, it's sort of taken its toll.
It all got a bit much, did it?
Yeah, I can't physically or mentally do it anymore because I'm
Right.
finding it's more the physical part. And because I work in mental health, I'm very aware of, like, stop, because it can get edgy.
What do you mean, edgy?
Edgy, it's like you think, oh, I can't even think about all this anymore because it makes you ill.
Sue is a lady who I've looked after for many years. She's always worked in the caring professions and in mental health, and she has had some work-related stress in the past. Most recently, she's been seeing us with concerns around the fact that she's the sole carer for her 91-year-old aunt who lives with her.
So, are you getting enough help, Susan, with her?
No, at the moment we've got no one. We've got a very good social worker locally, and she's going to help us to get new carers quite soon.
Have you spoken to work about the situation?
Yeah, that's been ongoing. I work for
How
the
long for?
NHS.
I mean, how long have you been mentioning it at work?
Over the last few years, I guess.
There's good evidence that carers are more at risk of stress and anxiety and depression. This is obviously because caring for someone can be a stressful experience. Carers often feel guilty about the fact that they're more mobile, more fit and healthy than the person they're looking after for. There can sometimes be a sense of entrapment, and there's often a financial implication as well.
So, Dr. Kochar did a lot of bloods. They've all come back as fine, which is good. So,
I'm amazed at that. I thought I might have had a bit of a...
what did you
I
think
must be
about it?
very healthy, bloody wise.
I don't know that you're very healthy, but
Well, it's because I'm a worn-out person.
I suppose what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that there wasn't anything we picked up in the bloods. So, how do we move this forward, Susan?
I just feel I need a bit more time off, to be honest, because I need to get, well, firstly, because my body's not quite ready. I still do get a bit tired, but I think that's because I went and got this cold as well.
So I need to extend your certificate that he gave
well,
you.
that
yeah?
would be helpful because of
Okay.
the fact of I just need my body to pick up a bit more.
Couple more weeks?
Yeah, it would help.
Okay. The certificate runs out when, Susan?
Oh, I think it ran out yesterday.
Okay. You don't need to talk to anyone about all of this stress, talking therapies?
No, I've left that because the simple reason is, although there's a lot going on and a lot happening, I think that because I'm very aware of mental health, things do iron themselves out.
Okay.
And it's time that normally does it. And I think it actually helps me, the fact that I've worked in acute mental health.
Because it makes you more aware of.
More aware of
The
that
issues.
when you become edgy and you think don't think like that. Do you know what I mean? And what I mean by that is like, don't think about you might become ill in that manner, because you don't need to. So you can empower yourself with your own mind, you know.
You've beautifully identified the things that are causing you the issues, aren't they? We've ruled out anything physical that could be exacerbating everything.
Which is good.
Which is, of course, good. So it's now dealing with that, isn't it? So you're seeing occupational health this morning?
Yeah, I'm going to see them about 2:00, and they're very nice as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, I just think the government, if it woke up a bit and allowed me to, you know, sort of like, there's thousands of women. It's women at the moment.
I know.
Well, it's nice seeing you again.
Yes, long time no see.
And you're a brilliant doctor, I have to say, and always will be.
You take care of yourself, Susan, OK?
I will.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for seeing me.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Come on in, Sarah. I'm Dr. Bolger. We've met, I think, haven't we? Okay, so how you doing?
Levels are still there everywhere.
Right, because we... have you had bloods done or not? Here?
Not recently. I don't
No, the last one we've got is horrible, but it's a long time out of date. You're due some more, aren't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And they are everywhere, aren't they? So there's loads of 20s, yeah? There's no lows that I can see there. Are you having any hypos?
I had one just before I come.
Today?
Yeah.
Right. Are these any better than they've been?
It's everywhere still.
Okay. You know that I need the diabetic specialist to have a look at you for this, yeah?
Yeah.
And we need them to see you sooner rather than later, don't we? Tell me how much insulin you take.
Well, I take 11 minutes in the morning, and then I have like between 18 or 24 or 26 of the Humalog with the 11 in the morning.
And then at lunch,
It's about 24, 28. I put it up to 28 lately.
and what about your evening meal? Is that your big meal of the day?
Yeah, if I have that, I take about 30 of that.
Are you not eating regularly?
No, I've gone off my food for about 3 months now.
Do we know why?
I'm suffering from depression as well.
What are they doing about your depression?
I'm on 40 mg of citalopram at the minute.
Have you had any talking therapy?
Not yet.
Would you like to? Is there anything going on that you need to talk?
No, I'm just not motivated to do anything. I don't know what, but in particular.
So there's nothing particularly worrying you? Would you like to talk to anyone about the diabetes? Because that can be tough, living with a long-term illness, can't it?
Not really, I'm just fed up of it being high, but I guess everyone gets fed up.
Some people find the confines and the complications of something like diabetes very difficult to deal with. It's a lifelong diagnosis and it affects nearly every aspect of your life. Having a chronic condition makes you depressed, and being depressed makes managing a chronic condition much more difficult, and the two are very definitely linked. I'm going to send you back to the diabetic clinic. There's blood tests on the system. Will you book them for me, yeah? Here, yeah. In fact, let's get you a blood test now, and then I can send you back to them when I've got the new results, yeah? If you change your mind about talking to someone, if you change your mind about talking to anyone around the diabetes, you get a message to me.
I will do.
Are you seeing anyone again about the citalopram?
Not that I know of.
What about hurting yourself?
No. But I had a hypo fit at the end of March.
Sarah had several admissions which have been directly related to her uncontrolled diabetes. Hypo is when your blood sugar drops. So if you think about when you feel really hungry, that horrible empty feeling, but magnify it so people feel trembly, shaky, sweaty, often become confused. In its most extreme forms, hypoglycemia will lead to coma and, if untreated, to death.
I don't have the intention to hurt myself, but if something like that happens, so just let it take its course, basically.
That sounds horrible. You've been diabetic long enough to know that if you're not looking after yourself properly, then you are at risk of hurting yourself, aren't you?
Not being able to eat, but I'm forcing myself to eat now.
Not taking control of diabetes, not managing your diet, it's self-harm by neglect. So diabetics who are struggling with motivation will often say that they wouldn't deliberately do anything to hurt themselves, but sometimes they really just can't be bothered, and they're aware that that will then have an impact on their health. What should we do next? What could we do next to help with that?
No.
Why not talk to someone?
Not really anything to talk about except for just fed up.
You think it's tied into diabetes? Might be an element of chicken and egg, mightn't there? You're feeling rubbish, so it's hard for you to keep on top of your diabetes. Your diabetes is rubbish, so that makes you feel depressed. Will you come back and see me after those blood tests?
Yeah.
And will you stay on the citalopram until then?
Mm-hmm.
And if you change your mind about talking to someone, will you let me know? You don't have to wait for the appointment to do that.
Okay. Just phone up and say, can I put Dr. Bolt?
You just phone up and say, I'd like Dr. Gordon to give me a ring. And we crack on and we get the diabetic people to see you and try and bring your sugar down. Does that sound like a reasonable plan? I will expect to see you in a couple of weeks, yeah?
Yeah, that's easy.
Bye-bye.
Come and take a seat. Right, I've got a very special machine here for you. It's old-fashioned,
Old-fashioned, that'll do me.
but I trust it.
I've lost a stone in 4 weeks.
How did you do that?
I've joined a walking club in Langley.
Good. Well done. Let's put that on. I mean, your blood pressure is fantastic today. 126 on 78.
There's another problem I got.
Oh, dear.
I think
What's-
I might have a bit of depression.
OK.
I'm constantly angry. I'm snapping at my wife and kids. I can't sleep. I'm exhausted when I get up in the morning.
What do you think has brought that on?
I don't know.
So everything else is perfect. Job's great,
It can be stressful at times.
but it's no different to what it would normally be like.
No.
Any problems in the family?
No, not
No?
really. Nothing's changed. Just that I'm always agitated. I don't cry.
Yeah.
I've been emotionally lately.
What does your wife say about it?
She thinks I'm stressed out at work.
Yeah. So what are you thinking about when you can't sleep?
Um,
Normally it's because you've got
it's
thoughts
work.
whirling around
It's
in you.
work.
Yeah. But you don't think it's stressful?
I don't, but perhaps it is. Everything's got to be on time deliveries. If it's late, you get fined.
I mean, that sounds stressful to me. There are two ways that we look at depressive illnesses and the way we can treat them. Sometimes, we try and look and find if there's a cause. Now, if you came in and said, look, my wife beats me up every time I go home from work, the kids laugh at me, I've just lost my job and we're going to be kicked out of the house and, even the dog's smiling when I walk in because he thinks I'm a loser, and your mood goes down. Sometimes we can't find a reason for it. We sort of say, well, is this a thing called endogenous depression? Is it coming from inside? Is there a biochemical reason for you to be sort of more depressed or feeling like this?
The job I do, it's only recently because I got a new contract. Because I'm constantly thinking, is that going to be out in time? Is that? And when I go to bed, I'm thinking, what's going to happen the next day?
Okay. And so therefore you don't sleep because you're thinking about it. You wake up the next morning, how do you feel?
I'm
tired, shattered, and that's before you start work for the day. You get home, you yell at the kids, you yell at the wife, you don't sleep again, and you're worse the next day. And it goes round and round and round in circles, doesn't it? I'm going to give you a number to call. Okay, it's called Talking Therapies.
The thing is, it's fitting time in to talk to them with the busy schedule I've got.
I understand that, but you've got to make some effort you've got to find something to be able to, help yourself. Imagine 6 months' time if you don't do something about it. What are you going to be like then? So something has to change. It may be that you need to tie in appointments around when you're doing some of those heavy shifts. But I think if you don't make a start, then you're going to be in the same position or worse 6 months down the track.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not averse to using antidepressants, but I think that you need to look a little bit further than just throwing a medication at these sorts of things.
Yeah, OK.
Hi, come on in. So, how you doing?
Disaster.
What's the problem?
Oh, it's just everything. Everything's going wrong. The dog seems to be dying. Can't do anything about it.
You've been
Well,
seeing that?
he's 17, so...
Oh, OK, but it's still sad.
But he's incontinent. He keeps having accidents in the house. And I don't know, I sort of think, well... He walks about and loves his dinner. But am I being fair, But I'm putting up with it at the moment.
You can talk to the vet, yeah?
Yeah. And then my neighbour's just doing my head in. Parties nearly every night. They're out in the garden. There's just no peace and quiet at all.
You're going to do something about that if it's causing you stress, yeah?
Oh, it's just doing my head, honestly.
Any Thoughts of moving?
Well, I've spent so much. I've spent thousands in the garden.
You need to take control of that one, don't you, David? You can start to get some help.
Yeah, so my blood pressure has sort of gone out the window.
Have you been checking your blood pressure at home?
Last time I checked, it was 192, so I put it away.
Let me do it today. Have you ever had talking treatment? Talking therapy?
No, I haven't.
How would you feel about talking to someone about your stress levels?
I wouldn't mind, I suppose.
It'd start with a telephone call to you, and sometimes they do it all on the telephone. Would you be all right with that?
Yeah.
You're taking your pills, aren't you?
Yeah.
I have to ask. I'm sure that everything you've been telling me about isn't helping with this, but with your history, we can't leave it this high. In your case, we need to take no chances, yeah? Have you had your bloods done? Have you checked your calcium levels and your vitamin D?
Yeah, I think so, a little while ago.
I'll put some bloods on the system, okay? And I'm going to give you a 10 milligram bisoprolol. We're going to get you back next week to check your blood pressure, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to do a referral to get you some talking therapies, okay?
Okay.
Good.
Thank you, Dr. Bulger.
No problem. You take care.
Sorry to move.
Don't be silly and make those calls, yeah?
That's it. Yeah, I will do. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
How are you?
I'm alright, good.
Yeah, we met a long time ago.
Yeah, about
Mentally.
4 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just come out of prison today.
Oh, I see.
So, I need my medical note
Yep.
to give to the council about housing,
Right.
and then I need to get some more tablets. They've only given me up to Friday from prison.
Okay.
So I've been on 30 mil for the last 3 months, every day.
Of citalopram?
That's it, give me a C in it. Yeah.
This letter, where are you going to live now when you...
This is what I need this letter for, to get housed.
Okay, so what did they say? They just
They
released...
said, they've released, they've released me and saying, basically, I've gone to probation, so I'll go back there tomorrow, but I've got my license agreement.
Right.
But now I need a letter from you to say what's my conditions, so I can show the council. So they said I should be able to stay in a hotel or a bed and breakfast tonight, and then they've got a place for me tomorrow. But as long as I've got all this paperwork.
In temporary accommodation, is it?
Yeah, no, this should be, temporary accommodation. Yeah.
So you've got depression. Is there any other active medical problems that you're worried about?
I've had 2 heart attacks, but that was through my misuse of drugs.
Right. How's that side of things with the cocaine and...
Yeah, I've been clean, and now I've got a year's drugs test with probation,
Okay.
and I'll be going to T2 again to engage with them.
Okay. Are you on any substitute?
No, it's just cocaine, isn't it? So
Okay.
there's no substitute for cocaine.
No. I just wondered with the were you ever had any problems with heroin at all?
No.
Okay. So
I've been to rehab 3 times, and
free of use for, I want to put this in the letter for them, for 8-9 months, is it?
What's this?
The no cocaine use?
3 months now.
3 months. Yeah. How long were you in prison for?
3 months. I'll come out today.
So you've got no pending issues now, court or anything? Okay.
So I've come to sort it all out, really. So I've been on them tablets for 3 months, and they say it's not good to just come straight off them, is it?
No. Especially now you're out in the community, you'll need them as a way to probably help you. If you suddenly withdrew that, there's too much change in a short time.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I looked at the heart and we've got no confirmed.
Remember, I was 25 when I had the heart attack. And then I had a mild one 2 years ago.
Because you're not under any cardiologist after that, right?
No.
Did you have an angiogram?
We'll start that thing up yet?
Yeah.
No, I discharged myself.
You never had a stent or bypass?
I didn't wait around long enough. I
So
discharged
it's
myself.
unlikely we can, because there's nowhere on your record it says that. But it might be that they suspected you had chest pain and they did all the tests to check. But not everyone who has chest pain has a confirmed ischemic heart disease. You would be in a lot of medications. That's what I was surprised when you said you had a heart attack. Your prescription is here for the citalopram.
All right then.
Okay?
Right, thank you very
Good.
much.
Good luck with the housing, okay? If you run into trouble with that, come back to us tomorrow. But you've got some family support. Worst case, is it? Your sister?
Yeah, I'll stay somewhere tonight.
Okay. All right. See you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
What sort of thoughts are these?
Like I wish I wasn't pregnant.
That's
causing a lot of problems. So, and with us, and so that's why I just feel if I can try and get better mentally.
Yeah, of course. Well, look, you've done the right thing by coming in. I always say to my patients that medications are only part of the solution here, and that really the actual cure is the support and the psychological therapies that we can often direct them towards. Mrs. James had expressed some worrying thoughts, and this did make me also quite concerned and want to get slightly more urgent help for her. So I think what I would like to do is get sort of more specialist advice before we potentially change anything. I think ultimately what we probably need to do is get you in touch with one of the community mental health team who can kind of guide you throughout the rest of the pregnancy. I think also we need to think about the period immediately after you deliver, making sure that there's enough support for you there, because that'll be a critical time as well, because obviously with twins it's going to be challenging. There is a special team that look after women who have mental health problems in pregnancy and then also in that immediate period after pregnancy as well. And I wonder whether you would benefit from input from them as well.
That's Crystal team.
Yeah.
We're already part of it.
So you already are part of them? Okay, brilliant.
Crystal,
okay.
yeah,
We've got drug and alcohol history, so it's...
Okay, and just to ask, with the drug and alcohol, is that something that's an ongoing issue during pregnancy, or is that something that...
Oh, no, I'm clean now.
Okay.
4 years in December.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, okay. There's a lot of evidence linking drug and alcohol addiction with mental health problems. In the case of Mrs. James, in fairness, she had been clean for 4 years, and I'm not sure in her particular case there was a direct relationship between her past history and her current presentation with her anxieties. But it is always something that we bear in mind when we're targeting the type of support that they need. So I'll contact you before the weekend.
Okay.
It may be that one of the mental health team, I can give them your details if you're happy with that, and they can contact you.
Okay.
Is that all right? Yeah?
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.